That's a good question. But Ren is still hit, so how he's not dying? So Ren cannot get faster now anymore. My general understanding of Machina and Ren was correct, actually. No, I would just take Ren power as what they are for now. Can we have like Scythe that can like end everything? Everyone is chanting stuff now. Oh, this is the scene! I am witnessing your opera Mercurius. This is the best Grand Gurgoyle ever. Oh shit! Oh! Hello and welcome, Pocket Watch here, and it's about time for another episode of DS irae. So yeah, we're going to the next episode, and it's intense. I mean, both in the game and for me in the recording session. I didn't thought that it's going to be that exhausting. When I made a plan to get the ending of Mario Road for Christmas, I didn't thought I would have to record that much. And yeah, I will probably take some break after this. It's like my second day, I think, of recording stuff. And yeah, I think last time I recorded that many hours in a single day when I've been doing Umineko. Oh my god. Anyway, let's continue the story. We are going into Rhea now and see what she feels from her perspective about what Mari is doing. So I guess we'll just go to the episode and let's see how everything will unveil. So let's go. Also, I have a feeling like I might fail actually this my personal challenge to make everything until like Christmas. But I will try regardless. But yeah, who knows? Rhea felt something warm. It was enveloping and embracing her. While reminiscent of the pleasant afternoon nap, the sensation actually worked to awaken her consciousness. After all, the warmth was far too alien for the crucible, which was but a vortex of endless denial and rejection. She saw it as the ray of light. Okay. Indeed, it was the absolute truth. And the display of their true nature. Her dearest treasures. The ones with fiercely shining eyes and strong yet gentle hearts. Rhea could perceive all the battles and feel all their souls. Okay? Even though she was still within the all-melting crucible, Rhea could hear her own voice. Still have the symbols. She didn't know how she came back to her senses, nor why Isaac thoughts no longer attacked her. However, reasons didn't matter. The only important thing was that her friends were helping her. Rhea was wholly certain of that. It made her understand that she hadn't been abandoned. It opened her eyes to what had to be done. It gave her strength. Okay? She begged her voice to reach him. Okay, we're back to this. Okay, back to Ren. Machina cannot believe. Okay, let's see. What happened? He clearly hit him. The Iron Negredo voice shook with astonishment as he gazed at me with confused eyes. That's a good question. However, I was far more shocked by this event than he was. The Volsunga saga was supposed to end with the hero's death. Being a hero meant standing above common men, and it was a given that such people would be granted a death far more severe than anyone below. Machina Fist was that very death-given form, so why did I still draw breath after taking a direct hit from him? Yeah, even if Mari can stop time, it will not. I mean, it will stop probably like decaying from Machina hit, right? But he will still die later, maybe. Can it even stop Machina actually? I mean, it's already influencing current bodies, so if some outside force like Mari hegemony affecting him, then it would still be destroyed, because Machina Fist already have the effect on him, right? Okay. Logically speaking, no object or concept in existence could withstand his attack, exactly. So how? Uh-huh. Machina Feast brought an end to the stories of all they hid. So if there was anything able to resist them, you're all within me? What do you mean? Huh? It would be something born on the very moment of the impact. Oh. No object consumed could... The stories that hid. So he hid Ren, and that made Mari to awakened, basically? But Ren is still hit, so how he's not dying? I mean, Ren soul and Mari soul are different things. So, okay, explain please? Mari or someone? A new world where everything was at zero. The world was alive. Huh? I'm confused. The fallen champion believed the death he harbored to be absolute. Unable to accept the failure, he released the battle cry and raised his all-ending fist once more. At that moment I finally grasped what was going on. That was my and Mari word, the rule we both emanated. Okay. So yeah, you both... So it's not only Mari, it's Ren and Mari hegemony together. Okay, but still... I mean... So basically, okay. So from my understanding, Machina hit Ren, and that started destroying his craving to loop, basically. To... I mean, not loop, like the one that make him faster. So Ren cannot get faster now anymore. He cannot like slow down time, I would assume, anymore. Because Machina destroyed that story, let's say, right? Like this one. But at the same moment, Mari evolved and Hegemony got born with the help of Ren as well, somehow. And this is the part that he did not destroy because it just got born. Right? So he destroyed the old thing, but he did not destroy the new thing. To destroy the hegemony that is currently going on, he would have to hit Ren again. Right? Because this is another new chapter in his story, as he would call. Right? I think. Maybe I'm... Huh. Thus we no longer had anything to be afraid of. Together. We would defeat Machina, bring Gladsheim to ruin, and return to the world showered by sunlight. Every single one of us would be there. I swung my right arm with all I had, making the blade meet with his fist. Oh! You can actually... And feel the air with sparks. His attack were no longer fatal. How does that work? Why suddenly they can touch Machina fists? What? I'm confused. I'm extremely confused about this development. I thought they would still have to dodge it, but since they can stop time apparently now, they would just like, you know, stop time and just like dodge everything, or like just cut his head off or something instantly. But clashing face off like this? Huh. I'm confused. Yeah, Machina is confused as well, it seems. How's that work? As long as his creation figment was active, his Volsunga saga could drop the curtains on countless stories. The somber battalion commander power was menacing and dangerous enough to kill even Reinhardt. Yeah, so why we are not like... What? In my current state, however, I was an exception. Okay, yeah, protagonist power, explain more please, because I need explanation. Yeah, please explain this to me. Ren, Mari, I need some answers, please. It was only natural for Machina to be shocked. Even I was dumbfounded by this. Even if I was able to cancel out his all-ending feast with a new story that began at the very moment, it should have worked more than once. Yeah, my thought exactly. Like, I had the reasoning for why he did not die, like he created a new power, basically new story, new soul, new craving, whatever is happening. But just tanking his fists after this is something that is like nonsensical to me right now. What is happening? His attacks brought an end to the history itself. The time gathered and steps walked by any creature, object, information or concept. Thus, even if I survived the first attack, the most meager amount of time that passed after the impact will give me a story, making the following fatal blow. Even a fraction of a millisecond would be enough. Okay? Exactly. Thus, to stand against his Deus Ex Machina, I had to constantly stay at 0. Wait, so... Okay, I think I know how they will explain this. Okay. So basically the new story is been born, like the new power. And he stopped the time. Like, he stopped the story. Like, Mari, like, this hegemony just stopped story for himself. And his story never, like... It's still on birth. It's never, actually, it's begun, but it's like, not even like millisecond. It stopped in the beginning when it started. Is that a thing? I was being kept alive by an absolute standstill. It sealed his craving and rendered his feast merely ordinary. Uh-huh. Another one of my slashes clashed with Machina arm. For the third time in a row, the all-ending feast left me unscratched. Though unrealistic and immature, my wish was sincere, and still enough to be relatable to many. I wanted to prolong the moment. I never wanted them to be over. Our weapons clashed again as we faced each other head-on, not taking a single step back. This guy. He alone was an opponent I couldn't avoid no matter what. Mercurius forced me into this extraordinary life. Wow. While the Golden Beast deemed me worthy of being his rival and began a war, I finally came to know the true nature of the knight before me. My remains? Okay. Wow. What? Why they both say that they are remains of each other? So they were originally one person? Is that what they mean? I'm still confused about like their beginnings. We got like a lot of backstories, and I kind of understand now, more or less, what happened, but it's still like confusing story. We both believed each other to be nothing more than that, and considered ourselves to be undeniable owners of our own beings. His craving was a clear sham, and I would never ever waver on that point. After all, I never wished for something as stupid as death. Yeah, I wouldn't accept anything else from that sleazy bastard.
その廃反を2つに分けろと。どちらにするか、どちらを選ぶか。うち。それでお前が選んだのは終わりかよ。そうだ。俺はその瞬間を覚えている。
And that was why he had confidence in his identity. It gave validity and truth to his desire.
お前は形骸から作られたクラフトのおもちゃだ。奴の傀儡として放し飼いにされているだけの人形に過ぎん。
Crowd made from some corpses? Wow.
てめえはさっきからごちゃごちゃと。
None of it mattered to me. I was myself, regardless of what he said, and that alone was enough for me to consider him the fake.
大体
I took advantage of the opening and closed in towards him.
男がベラベラと吠えてんじゃねえ。
Okay. Machina, of course, responded by launching his fist at me. Our attacks crossed one another with perfect fractional symmetry, and both hit their targets. Though they weren't fatal, both were left with significant injuries on our chests. Nevertheless, I put on an indomitable smile.
聞かねえんだよ。
Just a bunch of broken ribs, not nearly enough to kill me. Wow, Ryan got really like power up. As long as the standstill was active, he could never end me.
抜かせ。お前こそぬるいわ。
This was the reason why I realized he and I shared the same origin. Time itself was at standstill, yet Machina moved around as normal. He didn't stop, even though his power should have only given the sprint to me and my allies. Oh! Oh, I didn't thought about this. Right. Like I said in the previous episodes, it seems like he actually could stop time for specific people, and the Machina didn't stop. I thought like it's because of his craving that he wants to end everything, but as Ren said, like it have no power here, basically. So he can only move because they are basically related. Like they are pretty much like the same soul, right? So he can like resist that power. Also, it seems like this is not the emanation, like the 4th degree, but his third. So this is like full power 3rd degree of Ren right now. This is full power of Ren. So basically everyone in the game have third degree, and Isaac is the only one who can like bring up the 3.5, basically. I wonder if we are going to see the 4th actually at some point. I mean, we have one of these like weird CGs from the previous road when Mercurius stepped in. You remember like Mercurius like having like his lance in front of him, and there was like, I think like a circle below him and everything was dark. I wonder like, we are going to have something with this. Maybe Reinhardt can actually use 4th degree. Huh. I wonder. Anyway, this is like probably going to be explained at some point. But yeah, I was wrong about this being like the above third. This is basically his third degree. He just mastered it. He just actually stopped time. And also he became hegemony instead of the transcendent type. Because of Mari. Okay. Yeah, two allies. He could have struggled against me if he was clad in under New World Emanation, but as he remained on the Beriac degree, that was out of the question. Okay. The idea that he was my ally felt even more absurd. Mari and I only gave the right to move to those who were supposed to participate in the party. Oh, okay. Only and the plausible explanation remained that he was me and I was him. Okay, so yeah, so pretty much one soul split into different bodies. What about it though? My enemies happen to have one exceedingly annoying dumbass on their side. There was nothing more to it. I changed absolutely nothing about what I do. Craft plaything? Whatever. The guy was just a sleazy freak. I'd never let him have Mari. Yeah, I mean, Mercurius wants you to have Mari, so you agree on this? Yeah, like... I can just imagine this, like, Ren is saying to Mercurius, I'm not giving you Mari back, and he's like, yeah, you can keep her. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Huh? Hell, the guy before me couldn't even escape Reinhardt control. That clearly made him less equipped to be protagonist of his Volsunga saga. However, if I had to name just one thing I didn't like about him,
お前はラインハルトを倒せるだろう。
I think my gaze on Machina, while bargaining him with a storm of blades.
その拳で殴ればあいつだって死ぬだろう。
He stared at everyone, with eyes like that of a dead fish, refusing to do anything about his situation. That pissed me off more than anything else.
どこまで奴隷なんだよお前は。
Sure, winning would be difficult, but the possibility clearly wasn't zero. Not to mention that, as an immortal, he could lose and challenge him again and again.
そんな腰抜けが俺に偉そうなこと言うなよ。
Damn.
お前には分からん。俺はもう二度と死から目覚めたくない。
Yeah, and he understands if he would go against Reinhardt, he would die and get resurrected. And he don't want that. So basically, even if he could change something, it's basically like, yeah, I'm not dying. Nope. I just going to keep living until I die for real. The man of iron spat out words in a heavy tone dark as the Stygian night.
お前も覚えていないのか。俺たちの死を。
That was the first question he gave me. He asked if I knew the moment of our death because he himself had forgotten it.
ある日、目を覚ましてみる。
Uh-huh. And before that you said about Tiger 1.
後ろにいた。わかるか。文字通り目が覚めたという程
ああ
度でしか、俺は認識していない。死は一度きり。故に激しく生きる意味がある。その唯一をわけのわ
I
から
respect
ない
Machina.
使い切られた俺はどうすればいい。
I have respect for Machina now. Damn.
吠えたところですでに起こった事実は変わらない。ならばやり直すだけだろ。その唯一、二度と失敗の許されぬ唯一無二。俺にとって絶対に譲れぬ聖戦だ。奴を倒す。はあ
Yeah.
満開やれば一度や二度はいけるか。
Okay. Now I can understand Machina a bit better as the character.
死ねとお前は言うのだ。
Uh-huh.
俺の唯一を。 どこまで安く見ているのだ。
And that fits perfectly with his craving as well, right? He wants to end all with one hit, so one definitive ending without like getting anyone chance to be resurrected or anything, or like even surviving. Even though he didn't make my mind waver, I was completely lost on how to respond. I couldn't refute his reasoning. After all, I completely understood him. Yeah, I just thought about this. That's what Ren said as well. He's not going to fight for the dead. He's going to fight for the people who lives. He's not going to bring people back. Wow, I didn't actually thought about this. Machina really is similar to Ren in that regard as well, about how he perceives life and death. That's true. Death should only come once. The very fact made life worth living fervor, yeah. Anything that could be easily regained.
そんなものはゴミだ。
He voiced the same idea I did some time ago. While there was the difference in what we prioritized between life and death, we both came to the same conclusion.
一度しかないし、もう逃せないし。ハイドリヒは墓の王だ。奴が率いる死は無限にある。意味がない。
Quick little question. What if Machina would do that? Would he destroy his own arms? What would happen? And that was why he chose me.
言ったろ。お前とは過去に戦ったことがある。
As if he had read my thoughts, Machina made a grin before launching an counterattack, which I easily repelled. The symmetry between us almost made me sick. Our compatibility was so good I couldn't even guess who would win.
城で目覚めた初の蘇生と、お前と別れた時は別だ。
Okay. Upon dying on some nameless battlefield, Machina awoke within Reinhardt Castle. What could have happened there?
思い出させてやる。
He unleashed his fist again.
黒煙卓には一つだけ空席があった。
Huh? I reflexively dodged and distanced myself. However, the rapid and boisterous onslaught of his attacks showed no sign of ending.
最初期はハイドリヒとクラフトを頂点とした国。
Okay.
ベイ、ザミエル、シュライバー、マレウス、バビロン、クリストフ、そしてバルキュリア。
Four left.
トバルカインとシュピーネが後に続き、増年金とは最初から予約席だ。
Uh-huh.
なあ、一人足りんだろ。
Yeah. We heard this before, right? I forgot about this. I have a feeling like he was like making this before as well. Yeah, we are missing Machina at that point. He said this in the previous road. The seventh, his seventh, his seed, basically.
随分
そう、天秤だ。
I took the downward blow and pushed it away, making Machina return a considerable distance away from me, where he began gathering power in his fist. The very air trembled, like in a heat haze. Even if they couldn't kill me in one hit, only a fool would underestimate the destructive power of Machina roaring punches.
ではどうする？駒が足りなければ埋めねばならん。しかし欠番は随分。
Okay.
黒煙卓の中央にある天秤ならばもうわかるだろう。カール・クラフトがそうしたとき、どういう手段を用いるか。
He put on a thin, gloomy smile, similar to one sickly person who would give to a fellow sufferer. Looking at it, I easily understood what he was getting at. Basically, the scale have two arms, so Mercurius split the person that was supposed to be on 7th place into like two sides of the scale or something. It's something like that. He just split them. Karl Kraus had a particular liking to a certain methodology. Something's missing. You created. Okay, so we are going. Okay, so we're just going to. Yeah, just being created. Okay, never mind. But yeah, pretty much similar, right? Okay, the voice. We voiced the answer in competition.
ハイドリヒの城で目覚めた先祖たち。そこで最後の一人になるまでの殺し合いだよ。負けた者は勝った者に吸収される。
Okay, so this is what we learned in the previous road. Yeah, and I'm still confused how Ren is then still alive. If the victor consumed the souls of the ones that died, then why Ren isn't consumed? Why Ren is superior apparently?
無論、楽だった戦いなど一度もない。
He ended up robbed of his one and only death. If he were to regain it, dying within the all-resorting Devil Castle was not an option. To Machina, it was literally a struggle to the death. Okay. Everyone and the gauntlet of the Malays killed one another to be released from the Devil Castle. Okay. Well, so that will happen. Oh, okay. So Mercurius really split them. So it really is a thing. So my general idea of my general understanding of Machina and Ren was correct, actually. So one of them survived. In this case, it was Machina, and then Mercurius just split him into two people. Okay. Yeah, okay. Uh-huh, okay, I see. Mm-hmm.
そして俺の利害は一致している。奴らは俺たちを噛み合わせて真に最強の子を生み出し、俺はお前を殺すことだ。
Okay. On the other hand,
からの解放を約束された。
Okay, and now I wonder, like, so if Ren kills him, there's like two things that could happen. Either he will go back to the castle and he will be like hating Ren even more, because, well, he will not die, he will be resurrected, so yeah, like that sucks for him. Or he can be absorbed by Ren and become whole again. So he will die, like Machina will die, his consciousness will fade away, but he will power up Ren. And they will be finally together as the original 7th, basically, the original scale. Huh. Which one it will be? He didn't want to come back to life ever again. Yeah, exactly. So that's why I said, like, what if Ren absorbs him? Is it a possibility? It was a wish that could only be fulfilled by slaying Reinhardt.
確率として低すぎる。不可能と言っていい。お前は俺に過去負けている。ハイドリヒには届かん。
Yeah, like, we saw Reinhardt and Mercurius actually talking during Mari and Ren stopping time, so I don't think that ability of Ren works on Reinhardt for some weird reason. I guess Reinhardt is just like so freaking strong that even third degree of Ren cannot stop him. I think like density of souls of Reinhardt is just way too big of the wall to jump over. And whatever like ability Ren awakens, that will mean nothing basically. He can still like scratch Reinhardt and possibly actually defeat him ultimately, but he will not be able to stop time for Reinhardt, I think.
それにな。
He clenched his iron hand and held it high in preparation to unleash that power onto me.
奴らの理想はお前の勝利だ。故に気に食わん。鼻を明かしてやりたい。
Machina fist soared through the air towards me, summoning thunderous winds resembling a fierce explosion.
その時、奴らの顔は見物だろうよ。60年が水泡に帰した間抜けさを。
60 years, yeah. 60 years, just like Tripa planning, huh? Machina burst into laughter. His voice turned shaky, his eyes bloodshot. His fist was right before my eyes. With every cell in his body, the nameless champion of the castle gauntlet hauled to grind me into dust. He claimed to have defeated me once, a feat that he aimed to repeat. I could certainly understand his state of mind. I didn't really believe all he said to me just now, but it was obvious that he wouldn't entrust his dearest wish to someone weaker than him. I could easily see where he was getting at, but he completely disregarded something really important. Even if it was really my second battle with him, I didn't have Mari by my side during my first, exactly. Good point. There was no way I could have, and I knew the reasons behind his defeat all too well. One of them was that he, betraying his usual disposition, babbled and far too long. Okay. I glared at the feast closing on me. Within the coming of a single attack, I could run my mind through a multitude of things. Also, it's been a while since we had this CG. Something was definitely wrong. He was taking far too long to hit me. As my comrade, he deserved to know this.
俺の女をなめるな。
Okay. Voicing that one fact of absolute truth, I resumed my sprint. Okay. The moment Machina Iron's attack was supposed to hit, his target disappeared from my sight. From sight. The somber knight hid his astonishment with the pride of one who had survived countless battles. The negation of his all-ending fist was a far greater menace, either way. As such, his enemy disappearance would hardly be enough to perplex the strongest warrior of the Devil Castle.
そこか。
Yeah, he can predict. His opponent came from behind his right side. It was based entirely on intuition, but it didn't fail him. Though far below Reinhardt's soul-fueled perception, Machina of resilience went far beyond the common man. Yeah, so Ren basically accelerated, like used his like speed then. I'm confused. Okay, I don't know. I would just take Ren power as what they are for now. I'm not going to explain shit. Oh my god. Wasn't he supposed to like be stand still in order to Machina fists not working? And also, didn't Machina shattered his like initial craving, initial soul of like becoming fast? What happened? I'm confused. Those unable to display logic, defying abilities, when faced with death itself, were nothing but fakers. They would perish before they got their chance to shine on the battlefield. He turned as he launched a backhand blow straight towards Ren's temporal region. He added centrifugal force, gave his attack enough power to pulverize the boy's head, but it wouldn't be a problem, even if he was able to dodge it. And indeed he did. The backhand blow went through the air, and the Machina quickly used the momentum of the vain attack to launch an upwards roundhouse kick. The Somber Knight becomes certain of his victory. But his leg missed yet again. His opponent was gradually surpassing his instinct and perceptive ability. Though meager, a sense of the worry began to wear within his iron heart. Okay, wow. So Ren became a laser now. Okay. The sworn enemy of his holy crusade could now only be seen as the momentary afterimage. Machina had defeated and absorbed him once before. They were one until the serpentine sorcerer offered him a choice. His tendencies, tactics, disposition, soul. Nigredo had forgotten nothing about his opponent. After all, until that moment, the battle was progressing exactly as he thought it would. Though certain things remained outside of his expectations, everything about his opponent was foreknowledge to him. If he couldn't bring the curtains down, all he had to do was end the act by pulverizing the stage itself. For unknown reasons, however, he could no longer read or understand his rival. So basically, Mari took control? Is Mari possessing Ren's body or something? What if like they can like switch personalities? Something like Lance the Ravensburg Longinus, right? The fake Lance of Sakurai's. They could switch souls in the body. What if they like Mari and Ren can do this as well? So Machina's unable to predict Ren anymore because it's not Ren who's moving, but Mari. Maybe that's the thing. The boy claimed that the woman made the difference, but the Somber Knight couldn't accept that. No glory could be earned by relying on such weakness in the battle fought between men. The Volsunga saga would only be complete when a lonely hero followed his pride to the absolute end of his journey. He didn't need a place to return to, and anyone at his side would only be burdening impurity. Nigredo was intent on proving that clinging to such things would be the cause of his opponent's demise. It was necessary to make him painfully aware of that fact. Machina was alone and Ren was burdened. The former couldn't have been slower than the latter. The black light closed in with speed that rendered him unable to perceive the guillotine's blade. Machina evaded it by the hair breadth. As dangerous as the attack may have been, all that mattered was that he survived. He was able to dodge it once, so the power relation between them became fixed. Ren could attack him 100 times more, but the result would remain the same. Okay. The battle would still end the same way. After all, they both wished for a standstill as much as the other. Nothing could change. No amount of retries would yield a different result to the same equation. Nothing would meant to change. And yet, the slash that followed bit several millimeters into his neck. Oh shit. Maki was unable to evade it. His opponent became swifter, swifter beyond measure, and continued showing different results with every repeat. He rolled and threw his fist, which missed by the even greater margin than the previous one. Machina was fully certain that a hit could reduce his opponent to dust, but all he did was to rustle the air. Okay, Machina just lost his... First of all, like, Ren just became faster, and Machina is like losing his sharpness and his cool, basically. He's getting like distressed, so yeah, he's losing his like agility basically and perception. Another slash from the boy scraped even more millimeters of his neck.
お前は一人で
The somber knight could even see the source of the voice.
どうやって成長するんだ
To reach his completion with his final death.
明日を見ないで
For that was the final point of his struggle,
どうやって前に進む
heading towards a place where one had to return to, created nothing but a never-ending cycle. He had enough. He wished for it to end. Machina had to prevent himself from experiencing yet another resurrection. Thus he fervently wished to be released from Gladsheim. Though his head was already about halfway off, it didn't stop his advance. Damn, what a beast. Half of his head is gone, like neck, and he's still moving? That's insane.
なるほど。確かに俺とお前は違う。
He had pride in himself and failed to understand his opponent. In the end, they were nothing but two separate beings. It was only obvious that he would be rejected.
故にお前の世界から俺は
As he had just said, he was his own person. That awareness made him become bound by the emanated law. Sooner than later, his own time would completely halt. Oh, god damn it. Because he accepted he's different from Ren, Ren craving will stop him. Wow. Okay. However, that didn't matter to Somber Knight, as he didn't believe in what his opponent could accomplish after defeating him.
お前にハイドリヒが倒せるのか
The Golden Lord of the Dead, fallen by one of the honored and mere woman's feelings? Nonsense.
俺の望みは俺の力で完遂する
Thus he couldn't allow himself to be defeated here. And if his opponent would ignore that, if Ren could inherit his Volsung saga,
納得させてみろこの俺を
can Ren, like I said in the previous episodes, if Ren can Ren absorb Machina and have his fists, basically? Can they merge with him? Or with Mari maybe? Can we have Scythe that can end everything? Can we do this? That would be badass. That's the missing component of Ren. The pure firepower. He has speed. He doesn't have enough strength yet. But if he takes Volsung Saga, the Deus Ex Machina, the Fists, and they will merge with Mari, then he has Scythe that can just delete anything. And together with his speed, he's going to be insane. And actually, speed. It's just stopping time. Ren, if that would happen, then Ren would be the most powerful being in the universe. He would defeat Reinhardt. Unless Reinhardt, like I said before, density of souls of Reinhardt is so high, he's unable to stop time for Reinhardt. If he's unable to stop time for Reinhardt, then they still may have a kind of fair fight, I would say. Because, yeah, Reinhardt deliberately let Ren hit him, so Reinhardt will still probably just dodge stuff. I don't know. On the other hand, if we have Machina Fist in Mari, then Reinhardt is unable to block. because that would end the lance, right? Huh. Interesting. We'll see. We'll see. What will happen? Maybe Machina would just like go back to castle. That's also a possibility. But that would be badass if he absorbed him. The boy had to prove himself capable of ending the repetition of strife.
させんがな。ああ、おとなしく見てろ。
Okay? For but a moment, Nigrodo intuition caught a glimpse of his enemy. Okay? After seeing Ren with his mind's eye, he gave his all into a perfect strike, directed at where he thought his opponent would be next. Machina felt certain it would hit. That if his Camerdan was able to evade it,
俺は負けない。
and he dodged that. He wouldn't hesitate to agree that he had changed since their last battle.
ラインハルトは俺が倒す。
ああ
When the attack crossed, he finally realized his time was completely halted. Oh.
では勝ってみろ。
A faint, yet positively tranquil smile decorated the Iron Nigrodo face as his head flew through the air. Okay. We got it.
見事。
And Mercurius is being happy. Great. Neither the transcendent Mercury, spectating the final act as it unfolded.
素晴らしい。
Okay? Nor the Golden Harbinger, standing atop a magic circle, stretching across the canvas of the far heavens, could refrain from expressing their joy.
ではいよいよ始めようか。
Oh, we have the soundtrack actually. The souls of the Crimson Rubedo and the maddening Albedo defeated in the very same moment, joined with the Iron Nigredo to return into Reinhardt's breast. Okay, so Machina actually get back to the castle. Calling back into his ever-swelling legion, peerless and powerless across all the cosmos.
ならば私はこれで。
You're just going to leave us like that? Mercurius, come on. You're supposed to watch the scene till the end.
そうだな。すぐに会おう。
Upon the vast space of our newborn world. I'm confused. Why Mercurius leaving? Where is he living? What's happening? Seeing his sworn friend off with a meager glance, Reinhardt once again shifted his gaze downwards. The boy's hegemony could halt the flow of time itself. As such, even if it eradicated the olden law, the touch of the unknown would elude his halted sense of steel.
故に私の波動で塗りつぶそうどちらが新世界の道を開くか
His heart danced with excitement. Everything was playing out just as he desired. A certain man once told him that he was not releasing his full potential. Yep, Mercurius told you that. Yeah, we remember the first time when you met. Those words were indistinguishable from the delusion of the young man, intoxicated with a feeling of omnipotence. But he was exactly that. A being that didn't belong in this world. Still talking about Mercurius, right? I mean, Mercurius is like at least 2000 years old, right? Like, he was like in the ancient Egypt, like scripts, right? Nothing he believed, nothing he beheld would move him. His heart was stronger, a stranger to true liberty, the thrill of victory. Never had he felt satisfaction as man did when a great obstacle crumbled beneath their feet. He would make that logic of his universal, and so the world would behold the true power of the monarch of destruction. He would ravage, absorb, and paint the cosmos anew in his color. The world fit for him would be born in its wake, bursting forth in a torrent as it emanated, washing away the olden law that once was. The present moment, the war between conflicting hegemonies, was the perfect time for him to display his true power. For becoming what they were, his opponents were truly worthy of his love. He had always wished to say the words that he found an opponent worthy to clash with.
ではいざ参らん。新たなる祝福の天地へ。
Okay? Pinning their prayers, thousands of deceased gathered to create a path from the magic circle to the tower. Right to where their lords, a venerable rival, stood and stared upwards with palpable vehemence.
来い。
And thus began their final, grander than any struggle fought before, an exquisite clash to end it all. Oh my god, this is going to be insane.
フローへワイナハテン。
What do you mean? I don't know German. Someone help me. What does it mean? He had long since yearned for this moment, entering the ever-present torment of that wretched ghetto. And just like the stairs just happened, like, yeah, Ren, just come up. Just let's make a duel. Yeah, sure. This will be our final battle. Reinhardt may have stood alone, but the legion under his command easily numbered in millions.
腹だと
Glassheim? If they really wanted to fight so much, they could just drop dead and go to hell.
俺がそれを作ってやる
Okay? Running up the stairs. A moment later, I found myself dashing up the grim steps at inhuman speed. There he is. Reinhardt waited for his opponent's arrival. His heart raced with excitement and burning impatience. Both of them were at the peak of their powers. There was nary a need to hold back. He urged the promised hellish arc to revolve and emanate his legion. I don't know what's the promised hellish arc. Someone let me know in the comments, please.
怒りの日、終末の時、天地万物は怪人と化し、ダビデとシビラの予言のごとくに砕け散る。
Reinhardt, you're casting too much stuff. How many times you're going to cast things? Reinhardt hoped to witness a display of lovable resistance from the sullen kind. Oh? However, he knew it would be too late, for his gold would wash over the canvas of the universe. Not yet. This was mere the beginning. Mari was a jewel whose fragments were beginning to spread. I would never allow him to taint her world with his color. After all, I knew that.
海は幅広く無限に広がって流れ出すもの水底の輝き
Even Ren is chanting stuff. Vast in the sea, waves reaching horizon. Everyone is chanting stuff now. Why? You already are at 30 degrees. What are you supposed to do? Is it like powering your... like, what is happening? Are you changing your craving again? Oh, this is the scene!
戦慄が待ち受けようとも、審判者が来たり、厳しく窮され、一つ余さず燃え去り消える。
This is the CG I mentioned in this or previous episode, probably in this episode. It's our recording session now. I don't know. Yeah, this is the scene. So we're going to see what it is. It's like his ultimate attack or something. Until he chanced upon something he had yet to ravage. Heaven and hell, God and Satan, all things in creation, from the first universe that was, to the last that will ever be.
栄光たる星の速さとともに今こそ疾走して駆け抜けよう
The whole sweetest light, quickest star, eternal. Why they both chanting like it would be the same thing? Like in Unison, what is happening? I would dash no matter how far. For I felt the presence of those who ran alongside me.
藤井君勝って
Of course I would. So I hoped she would do her best as well. She could count on me. I would, and I knew she would be there, waiting for me. And I could really use their help. So he can feel the souls of dead now, basically. Because he didn't know about Ellie, and he just like he just like knows that she exists now. He can feel their presence. It would be great if this Dambas got his shit together. But even if he didn't, all our hearts were one. The world longs for the era of peace, days that no longer stay. Okay. Oh! He's powering up. The crimson flames of war would rise to grant Reinhardt the peace he had longed for, eradicating all till nothing was left. His welter of soldiers would rise and well forth to fill the realm, till its very veins burst open. Please, Mari, don't die. Had I not met Mari, I would have remained a child, blissfully ignorant, unable to feel as strongly about someone I did now. Therefore, how can Rhea Road be more insane? I don't believe it. There's no way. Of course I loved her from the bottom of my heart. He's still trying to stop time for Reinhardt, huh? Together would finally bring Reinhardt down. This is the battle of chants. Who's chanting harder? I am witnessing your opera Mercurius. This is the best Grand Gurgoyle ever. Oh shit! Oh! Okay. Okay. Ren just went straight to the 4th degree, and Reinhardt is also on the 4th degree level. Oh. Okay, this is okay. Okay. What is 4th degree? What is going to happen? What is going to happen? I don't know. What? They are insane on 3rd degree. 3rd degree is insane. What is 4th one? We saw 3.5 that have like Isaac. Also, Ren just jumped from 3rd to 4th just like in one episode. Two souls. Res noi. Pour forth from the chaos and a tale of the transcendence. What these names even mean? I have no idea what you will do with this.
故に面白くなると思うよ。
DS 入れ。
アルゾシプラーハッツアーティスト
Okay. Oh shit. Oh shit. Animation. He cannot. Oh. Mari have some kind of like lion. This is like gold. What is happening? Also, we saw for a second that CG, like in the bigger, like we saw only the upper half with Mari before, and we saw here like during this animation, like her whole thing with Ren, like she like sprouted from like Ren's back. Oh my god! You know what? Also, this reminds me of another visual novel actually I played and have on the channel. And the second no Inganok. She's like from his back, basically. Power from his back? Sounds familiar? Highly recommend that if you haven't seen the series. Also, the art style is freaking amazing. But god damn it! Okay, let's just read. Let's see this fight. Oh my god. I cannot stop now. Ah, my arrival. Where Reinhardt stood marked the start of our battle. Also, it doesn't tell me what the 4th degree of there is doing. They just like made magical shit around. Like he just like made his like all skeletons army to attack, and Ren just like created like, I don't know, Mari being summoned. What is his scythe? What is his scythe? Wait, there's no scythe. Where did it go? Is it like this? This thing? What? Okay, we need to, okay, this is insane. My arrival, where Reinhardt stood, marked the start of our battle.
今、我らこそがこの世界の中心にある。
Oh, okay. You know what? I think it's time, and we'll see this final battle with Reinhardt in the next episode. We just saw them both doing the emanation, which is called something about ATZILUTH. I forgot. I will check. Oh my god, this is getting like out of control. This is getting really out of control. How rare? Like, I don't believe that Rare Road is more insane. Like, there's no way. Okay, I need to see what their 4th degree is doing actually, because nothing changed outside of like sounded awesome and looked awesome. I have no idea what it did. Reinhardt can still clearly move, so it did not stop time for him. Reinhardt didn't do anything different as well, it seems. I'm confused, but probably we'll see in the next episode. Anyway, thank you everyone for being with me. Leave up a like if you liked the episode, subscribe for more, check my Discord, become a member if you would like to support me, see the episodes earlier, and vote for the next series in the future as well. Thank you everyone for being with me, and I will see you in the next episode of the ATZILUTH. So for now, Pocket Watch is going out.